What if a virus could quietly weaken your immune system for years without you even realizing it? HIV doesn't usually kill people directly. Instead, it slowly attacks the very cells that protect your body from infections. As these defenses weaken, diseases that a healthy immune system could easily fight begin to take over. But what exactly happens after HIV enters the body? How does it infect immune cells, replicate, and gradually destroy the immune system? In this video, we'll walk through the full pathophysiology of HIV infection, from the moment the virus enters the body, to how it targets and destroys CD4 T helper cells, and how this leads to AIDS if left untreated. Let's begin. Human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV, is a virus that attacks the body's immune system, specifically CD4 T helper lymphocytes, also known as CD4 cells. Unlike many viruses that cause short-term illness, HIV establishes a lifelong infection by inserting its genetic material into human cells. Without treatment, HIV gradually weakens the immune system, increasing the risk of life-threatening infections and certain cancers. HIV is transmitted through infected body fluids such as blood, semen, vaginal fluids, rectal fluids, and breast milk. The virus can enter the body through unprotected sexual contact, sharing contaminated needles, mother-to-child transmission during pregnancy, childbirth or breastfeeding, and transfusion of infected blood, although this is now rare in many countries due to screening. Once HIV enters the bloodstream or mucosal tissues, it begins searching for its primary target, CD4 T helper cells. The outer surface of HIV contains a protein called GP120. This protein binds to the CD4 receptor on T helper cells. After attaching to the CD4 receptor, HIV also binds to co-receptors called CCR5 or CXCR4. These interactions allow the virus to fuse with the cell membrane and enter the cell. Once inside, the viral shell breaks apart, releasing its genetic material and enzymes. Unlike human cells, HIV carries its genetic information as RNA. Using an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, the virus converts its RNA into DNA. The newly formed viral DNA then enters the nucleus of the infected cell. Another viral enzyme called integrase inserts this viral DNA into the host cell's DNA. At this point, the infected cell unknowingly carries the virus as part of its own genetic material. The virus can remain inactive for some time, or begin producing new viruses immediately. When the infected CD4 cell becomes active, it starts producing viral proteins and new copies of HIV RNA. These components assemble into immature virus particles. The new viruses leave the cell by a process called budding. Before they become fully infectious, another viral enzyme called protease cuts the viral proteins into their functional forms. This maturation process creates fully infectious HIV particles that can infect more CD4 cells. As HIV multiplies, the immune system responds. CD8 cytotoxic T cells attack infected cells. B cells produce antibodies against HIV. Initially, these immune responses reduce the amount of virus in the blood. However, HIV mutates rapidly, allowing it to escape immune recognition. Although the immune system slows the infection, it cannot completely eliminate the virus. Over time, HIV destroys increasing numbers of CD4 T helper cells. These cells may die because the virus destroys them directly. The immune system kills infected cells, and chronic immune activation leads to cell exhaustion and death. As CD4 cells decline, the immune system becomes progressively weaker. Many people enter a stage called clinical latency, also known as chronic HIV infection. During this period, the virus continues to replicate, CD4 cells slowly decline, and the person may have few or no symptoms. Without treatment, this stage can last several years while the immune system continues to weaken. If HIV is not treated, CD4 cell counts continue to fall. When the immune system becomes severely damaged, the person develops acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, AIDS. People with AIDS become highly vulnerable to opportunistic infections and certain cancers that rarely cause disease in individuals with healthy immune systems. Examples include tuberculosis, pneumocystis pneumonia, oral and esophageal candidiasis, toxoplasmosis of the brain, and Kaposi sarcoma. Without treatment, these conditions can become life-threatening. Modern antiretroviral therapy, or ART, targets different stages of the HIV life cycle. These medicines can prevent HIV from entering cells, block reverse transcriptase, inhibit integrase, and block protease. By reducing viral replication, ART allows CD4 cells to recover and helps the immune system function more effectively. People who start treatment early and take their medication consistently can live long, healthy lives and greatly reduce the risk of transmitting HIV to others. HIV is a virus that silently attacks the immune system by infecting and destroying CD4 T helper cells. Without treatment, this gradual damage can lead to AIDS and serious opportunistic infections. Fortunately, early testing, prompt diagnosis, and consistent antiretroviral therapy can control the virus, protect the immune system, and allow people living with HIV to enjoy long and healthy lives. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your family and friends. This is William's Health Tips. Be empowered to resist.